Hi, my name is Brad McDonald. I'm an employment lawyer and partner at Godfreys Law in Christchurch, and I lead a team of employment lawyers who act for both employers and employees with many years of experience successfully navigating employment relationship problems. So if you're an employer and you're faced with this situation, lucky you, but there is a way to navigate it. I mean, the reality is that if you receive firstly a complaint from an employee, you're going to have to take it seriously. You're then going to have to make a decision around whether you investigate it. It may be at that stage that you choose to seek specialist employment law advice, which I really encourage you to do, because this area is a quagmire filled with lots of booby traps. But if you've started a process and an employee then gets in contact and says, hey, look, I'm feeling really uncomfortable, I don't know what's happening, what the hell's going on, I need to know X, Y and Z, well, you're going to need to take that seriously and make that a high priority. Again, the duty of good faith, which requires an employer to be responsive, and an employee for that matter, to be responsive and communicative to answer that and give some real concrete detail around it. An employer should also be considering, for example, for any complainants in the workplace who've made complaints, unless you believe they're entirely frivolous and vexatious, which is potentially a different story in itself in terms of how you might handle that, thinking about what support you might offer that employee. For example, access to workplace support, counselling, flexible work practices, changing of rosters, so staff member A and B, the bully and the complainant don't interact or see one another at work if that's possible. So casting in your mind all the sorts of things you can do potentially to alleviate any anxiety or fears or concerns over safety or wellbeing in the workplace until this process in terms of the investigation has an outcome and an end, and potentially if the end or the outcome is that the bully remains in the workplace, so either the complaint's not founded or the decision not to terminate is made, you're going to have to look at that as well down the line in terms of continuing those sorts of strategies. But don't ignore a cry for help. You have a legal obligation under both the Employment Relations Act and the Health and Safety at Work Act to make sure you answer that call. So look, if this is a situation that you've are experiencing in the workplace, whether you be an employer or an employee, myself and my team have many years experience in handling both sides of this coin and being able to offer you pragmatic real world advice to navigate these issues successfully and in a timely manner, because time is critical. I find things tend to grow legs if they're not dealt with quickly, so that's one of our main focuses here is giving you the advice you need at the time you need it in a manner in which you can understand and deploy on the ground quick smart.